we go racing. We went from some big super speedway last week at Daytona. Tonight, the Custom Cup guys will be doing a little bit of short tracking at Martinsville. Great to have you in the booth. Surprise for me tonight. I love talking to this guy when I can. Great competitor, great team owner here at Giggity. RJ Smitty, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm not too bad. How you doing, Puddin'?
I'm just excited to be back up here. I wasn't feeling too hot, like I said. I unfortunately missed the dirt race yesterday, but these Custom Cup guys put on a great show. I know quite a few of these people are out there trying to dash their way in, too. What are your expectations for some of these people in the draft on custom cars? Some of them may not have always done a custom setup.
As far as draft here, I don't know if you'll really see too much of that. I'm definitely expecting a little bumper to bumper going on, though. Being the hairpin that it is, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's a giant paper clip. There will be contact being made. There will be bumpers being touched and doors being knocked into each other. Again, guys, and that wouldn't be deliberately here. Great to see from the last time we was up here, too. We were at 342 subscribers. We are now up to 350 subscribers here at Giggity Racing on the YouTube channel, so that's awesome. But, yeah, some of these guys, they got moved up from Xfinity. Some did custom setups in Xfinity, some did presets. So some of these guys have been working real hard. I know you were looking at the daily. Is there any familiar names out there? Can see who's been practicing?
Oh, we got on the daily. We got quite a bit on the daily. Let me get back to it here real quick. All right, on the daily we got K Taddy there. He's sitting third right now, and then right behind him is his teammate, who I think is kind of the favorite here tonight, Fluffy. And that's actually about it from Giggity right now. I'm sure we'll see more on there at the end of the race. But also, looking at the weekly here, Taddy is ninth, and he is the only one out there. So, I don't know. Taddy might have something for Fluffy tonight.
Yeah, not seeing some of that out there. Again, you said it's not a big draft heavy track, obviously. Braking points and throttle points are a big aspect of this track. A lot of people probably are familiar. They probably already had a preset from other times, so maybe they felt comfortable enough to, go out there and just try to dash their way in or to get themselves a good top 5, top 10 finish, if not that W tonight here at Martinsville. But yeah, I'm excited. These guys are the elite level of our Giggity Racing League here. Both of you, you know that in the preset cup guys too. So I'm excited to see some short track racing already.
Definitely, and we not only have like our fastest of Giggity, we also have the team of On a Mission that's running with us in this series this season, and there's some guys over there that can be pretty quick too. So it's going to be interesting tonight.
Yeah, and we're proud to have them on board. It's an honor to have them over here on our custom cup side. We talked about they've got 4 cars out there. And then we were going to talk about this real quick a little bit. You know, we'll be saying it too. Give us a little bit of time up here in the booth to learn everybody's new numbers and new paint schemes. Because like we said last time, silly season was in effect. We've got drivers moved up. We've got drivers changing cars and everything. So please bear with us on the names and sponsors. But we are waiting on our fearless leader just to let us jump in real quick. And when he jumps in, he's going to let us know when qualifying's over. It won't take that terribly long here when you're doing 19-second laps. It's about 3 a minute. So I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
I'm just glad to be
Definitely.
back.
And you mentioned breaking points. You know, everybody's going to have a different breaking point, and that's going to be what's the interesting part is can they notice that they're braking, where they're braking, you know, and just not go running into them in the corners. And like I said, everyone's got a different one, whether it's a cone on the fence or an advertisement on the wall. You know, everyone's got a different one. So hopefully they can figure that out.
Yeah, just like you said, I was in a chat earlier with a couple people helping each other out. He said my one breaking point was at this point. He tried another one from the guy helping him out, and it worked out a lot better for him. So yeah, everybody does drive a little bit different here. And remember too, if you hit that red and white curbing, I call it the candy canes on the inside there, it'll upset your car, and you're trying to make a pass, and it pushes you into somebody else. There's a good chance that you guys are gonna have to try to recover and not hit that wall. You want a little bit of straightaway speed, but hitting that wall coming off will definitely slow your momentum down. Out here in YouTube land, our fearless leader right there, K Taddy, he's already in the chat. Thanks for being out there. It's going to be a 65 lap dash. 65 lap dash for these guys. So whoever dashes in is going to do a couple couple extra laps. So he might have a little bit of experience, get some practice in, and make a quick adjustment in between races on his custom if need be. Again, custom setups, as you know, RJ, can't adjust anything during the race except for your tire, wedge, and tape and stuff. So these guys have been probably putting in the time today to get these cars set up right.
Definitely, this is a short track out there, so and tires wear like crazy here. And not only, you got to try to maintain your tire wear, but at this specific track, coming off those corners, you get loose quite a bit coming off the corners, and you got to pedal it. And it's definitely going to come down to who can save their tires and maintain their positions.
Yeah, I wouldn't see fuel mileage being a big issue here, but custom cut-ups, setups. A lot of these guys, they're like, "Hey, what's your lap time? What's your lap time?" It's not about a lap time when you come to a custom, unless you're trying to do a qualifier or something. It's about that long run speed and that long one tire wear and fuel mileage. So I'm sure these guys have probably been working on that a lot. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is a very aggressive track when you are on the slider, let alone being on a custom too.
Definitely. One thing that's nice about the custom is you have that ability to adjust what you can't on a preset. But like you said, once you have your setup and you start the race, you're pretty much stuck with it. I mean, there's a few things you could do in the pit, such as wedge or tire pressures, but other than that, you're pretty much stuck with what you got.
Running the number 43 Air Force car tonight again. I don't know if anybody saw it last week at Raintona's last unfortunate accident of Brand Newman Daytona 500. But Bubba, man, I love that paint scheme. It's one of my favorites, obviously, being biased because I was in the Air Force. But he went from the silver ribbon paint scheme to that olive drab, World War II paint scheme, and we'll be seeing that out of Night King tonight. He's been working really hard with a couple of his teammates to try to dash his way in, and he went, hey, what you just said, he tried one setup in his custom race, put another one in for his custom qualifying. He's like, that custom qualifies a lot better on tires, and it let him roll off the corner a lot. So we're going to look forward to that. Another guy we want to look forward to tonight for in our Dash 2 is Mr. Woodruff. Talk to him today, talk to him most every day, confirming that. I'll be more than happy to help up here in the booth. He's looking to run good. I know he'll be in a Ford Mustang, the number 4 car, if I do believe. And we're going to see how he's going to try to dash in. Right there it is. Qualifying is over. We are going to wait till we get the go-to there, but qualifying is over. We'll get you a rundown as quick as possible, but we're getting ready to do our 65 lap dash here, RJ.
Definitely, I'm getting excited, and when you're going through those names, I took a little peek at this, and there is some good guys in this dash. We got Jake, Jake running tonight, and he's always a guy to watch. He's always someone to be reckoned with, and I'm looking for him to do decent tonight in the dash. We got a couple guys out there. Deadpool, he's making his, I believe, his debut tonight of Custom Cup.
Always Deadpool's always one to be watched on dirt, but I've raced with him a couple of times in the private and public lobbies. He's very good on pavement too. And Jake, like you just said, one we watched. I know Night King and Woodruff, like I just said for a fact. I don't have access to the Giggity roll call on the Facebook, guys. Otherwise, I'd be able to help you out a little bit more. I'm going to be trying to work on that here in the near future to help these situations out. But yeah, the seeing who's going to try to come in tonight, it's not necessarily a help your teammates push track. It's a get out of the way type of track. Do you expect if your teammate is a lap down to try to possibly slow somebody up? Not necessarily wreck them, but, slow them up? Jake is on the
Oh,
pole. There we
Jake got
go.
the pole. What were we just talking about?
Yep, exactly. And Deadpool's on the outside. There, yeah, we were just talking about that. So yeah, we're getting a little confirmation. We do appreciate it from our ghost voice right now. He's going to let us know. He's going to let us know when we can jump in. But how many cars are trying to dash in? Do we know? 12 cars at Martinsville. Not that bad. Not a lot of traffic. We're going to. Yep, we're going to blue screen for one split second. We're going to bring you into this race.
Tonight.
Robert Rushing says, "Let's go, Night King." Maybe that's a little bit biased too, but we've got Tex Pelt, Joe Doucette. We learned how to say his name. Chuckmate Taylor, Lives of Plant, Trinity Beast Mode, Night King, Woodruff, Deadpool, Jake, and Arch Angel Fry, which is obviously me, so that's not me. So yes, your top 12 guys right there. A lot of good names. We're gonna bring you in right now. And there is a lot of good names in there, Smitty. And it's awesome
Yeah,
that.
there's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's awesome to have you up here. I don't get to race beat that too terribly much, or get to speak because of work schedules and everything. But man, it's great to have you up here tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't remember last time I was up here, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm usually trying to dash into the custom cup, or usually out there running somewhere, but it's interesting that it's Martinsville, because Martinsville is one of my favorite tracks. So it's gonna be a good night. I could feel it.
They're already 2 and 3 wide back there as Jake start to pull away with a little bit of a lead. Got that to 8 behind him. Again, guys, we're going to work with you. Trying to get through everybody. 8 is Deadpool, so those are your front row starters. Car bouncing off the wall. That's Ivy right there. 41 Trinity Beast Mode. Trinity Beast Mode right there. Trying to make it inside mode. There goes Viking on the inside of the 21. They are getting a little bit racy right now.
And remember, folks, it's only the top two that make it in, so these guys are going to be battling probably pretty rough.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line for these guys for their other divisions and stuff. And look, there's that 43 you're talking about. 21 still right there hanging with them on the outside. You can make that outside work, but not as well as that inside. That is the preferred line, as we all know. Oh,
Definitely
six.
being. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, the 6 gives the 2 a shot. I believe that was Lysa Plant, and I was wrong. Woodruff's running the 14, not the 4, excuse me, but I do believe Lysa Plant. All of the underdogs are already running the Roush Fenway cars for their team this year, but every one of them, if you see a 6 on the track, it is the underdog team and their respect for Ryan Newman. This 21 gets hard on that wall right there again.
Watching this 41, I think his sort of plan is just to keep those front two in his sight, because like you said, he's running a little higher than most of them. I think he's thinking, I'm saving tires. 65 laps in this dash. I'm not too sure how much you get out of a tank of fuel, but I'm thinking it's got to be pretty close to that. So they might be trying to save their stuff here very early in order to just make it without pitting.
Checkmate. I think he might have a lag issue because he just bounced off the inside wall to the outside wall. I don't know what happened. We were on board with that heavy damage. Not a big aero track, but it can affect the damage right there. Jake's right now, we're going to jump on board with him, pulling a nice little comfortable lead. Glad to see the 47 out there. That's El Blanco. I got to work with him a little bit at the dash at Daytona in an Xfinity race. So great to see 2 of the Shin Motorsports guys out there, and Night King and El Blanco's working his way back up in that 47, back on board with Deadpool. Jake's going to start to walk away with this one. His biggest enemy right now is himself. 70 laps on a fuel run. Thank you, Coke Gigathan. We do appreciate that. With a 65 lap dash, I do not think they're going to have to make obviously a fuel stop. If they have to do anything, it'll be for 4 fresh Goodyears.
I think we're going to have a battle here for second very shortly. Trinity Beast Mode has... Oh, he was caught up to the 8. They got a little out of shape, but they saved it. Being a little patient, that's good.
Yeah, I was watching that happen right there. Hits that wall, falls back just a little bit. There's a 43 Night King trying to dive it in. Everybody be careful. Don't hit those curbs on the inside. It will upset the balance of your car, and if there's somebody on the outside, it will get into them too. That's Tex Pelt in the 21. Tex Pelt in the 21, guys. Again, I'm trying to write all these names down so I can look down quicker instead of flipping through here, but... Oh, Tex Pelt hard into that wall again.
Jake did?
No, Tex Pelt in that 21.
Oh. Oh, Trinity Beast Mode, he's under attack from the 43. Who were you saying that was?
43 is Night King.
Night King, yeah. We're going to have a three-way battle here for second very shortly. He's looking under Trinity Beast Mode on the exit there. He thought better of it.
Just saw the 14
oh, he gave him the bumper.
Yeah, there it goes. It's his short track racing. Doesn't necessarily make it work this time, but if he did it once, he'll possibly do it again. And right there goes Roofer to the, Woodruff, not Roofer, Woodruff underneath that 8 car. I was watching that battle right before we clicked over to here, and the 43 Night King drives in real deep. Can he get back on the gas? Trinity trying to hold him
a little
off.
bit of contact. 41 gets the wall.
Little Mustang on Chevy Crime. Who's going to pull it off right now? I think Trinity's still going to hold off on the outside. Great racing.
Oh, contact again.
Oh,
and as they're racing like this, that 41, that 8 car, he's pulling away.
Yeah, the 40 car Jake's
can't be too aggressive for too long, because these guys will pull away before you know it. And not only that, your tires are dying when you're racing side by side like that.
He makes the move back underneath
going
him.
At it.
Yeah, these guys are, like you said, chewing their tires up, working harder. Oh, contact being made. Trinity gets a little loose, hits the 43. Here comes Woodruff on the underneath.
He's
Trinity,
trying to follow him through.
Night King going at it. Night King throws it in there.
Big contact. 14's going to go underneath. Contact with the 43.
Oh, 41 into the wall.
Oh, man.
This is short track racing at its best. Whew. Well, if you didn't need gas, well, you can go get it now. It's like I said, Coke said definitely stability on fuel. We do appreciate that, but would you go in for 4 fresh tires to help out?
Depending where my left sides are, just to get the positioning, I might take 2, because you're not going to need a 4 or a full tank of gas after. I mean, they only ran about maybe 10 laps, but
right.
I don't know. I'd have to see where their tires are. That's a hard one to say at Martinsville.
Again, with the custom setups, everybody might be a little bit different. Tire pressures, wedge, and weight, we know can affect all of that. So we are going to rack them and stack them.
Pitted. I believe the 43 stayed out. I believe everybody except the 43 and the 6 pitted.
Trying to get back to that 43 right there we go for the restart. Here they go. 40
back
to the
contact
inside.
With the 40 and the 6.
Oh yeah, the 40 drives it down in there real
good.
Gonna
get tight.
43 says, here's my opportunity to try to get away from that 40 of Jake. 6 straight to the inside. I do believe that, again, is life's the plan or go with the flow, being both one of them being underdogs in that 6 car. Hard contact back there in the 48 car. Gets spun around. 14 going to the inside. That's Woodruff. 43 still trying to hold up that 40 going down the backstretch. Contact being made. Jake pulls it up on the outside. Here comes Night King, runs it back in. Here comes that 2 car, gives that 14 to Woodruff a big old bump, says, I'm coming through. And here comes Trinity Beast Mode, man. We watch these guys work real hard to get up here. They want to stay up here, RJ.
Oh, yeah. And they got to kind of keep in mind, you know, they don't have to beat Jake. They just got to finish second.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Big wreck in the backstretch there. That involved about 7 or 8 cars.
Wow.
Oh, we got the 6.
Both, yeah,
47,
both
the 8, 62,
47
21.
62 is Phoenix. Wow, and then both 6 cars of Go Lights of the Planet and Go with the Flow. Oh, the 8 car also. The 8 car is Deadpool. Wow, man, that is unfortunate for them. But it's, again, with the cautions on, they can get back up there and to get everything going. No harm, no foul for these guys. I know it's a short track, so there might be helmets thrown and tempers might flare a little bit. But again, guys, this is the elite of the best Custom Cup Martinsville Dash here in Giggity Racing Season 4.
For sure, you know, those guys probably all came in and pitted. These front guys might not have, just because they have the position. So those guys in the back will have a couple laps fresher tires. That might come into play.
Back them and stack them going into turn one. Night King on the outside, Jake to the inside. These guys
And
have a
that
good battle here.
48, the
48 was
48 of
involved.
Checkmate, he's,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, there they
just
go
as I
again.
mentioned
Hard.
it,
Oh, come on, guys. You guys know
they
they're
kind
every.
of saved it, but
Yeah,
three
trying to
wide for the
save it.
lead as the 2 goes right by.
These guys are really trying to push it. I don't see how that didn't bring out a caution. But yeah, everybody really wants to work their way up. 65 laps is a lot, but when you're doing 3 laps in 1 minute, time clicks off very quickly here at Martinsville. We do know that. Here goes that 43 back up front. That's that.
Oh, they're fighting. And Jay Doucette, he's loving this. He's sitting there saying, you know, you guys just mess around back there. I'm going to see you later.
Yeah, he's saying this is just giving me an opportunity to move. Anything, the harder the race, the more it had. Everybody pull away. Looks like that Jake's got him clear, but here comes hard contact by the 43 into the wall, makes contact with the 8.
Night King definitely looked like he got loose on the exit there. Tried to save it and just wasn't able to. And that's not going to bring out a caution, so we're still on the green here at Martinsville.
Looking back here a little further back in the pack, everybody trying to get their way back up there, but I believe you're right, that Deuce car of Mr. Doucette is still up there. Trying to take a look at him. There's Phoenix. I love that Brendan Gaughan car. I don't know why. It's plain, it's simple. I like Brendan Gaughan. I know he just did his last Daytona 500.
Oh, they caught up.
Car. Here they go.
Jake is on the inside of Jay Doucette with Woodruff trying to follow him right through.
Yep, and
little contact.
2 for 1.
They
He
made
just
it
got
work.
past. Yeah, unfortunately, he was leading, and again, we are that 6 car right behind him. But yeah, they Jake and Woodruff said, "Sorry, Jake, we're coming up here."
This is still going to be a 3-car battle for that second spot. Like I said, you know, you don't have to beat Jake, but you do have to take second.
Anything can still happen, you know.
For sure.
Lap traffic will be a huge factor here tonight, even in our points-paying race. We don't know about right now, but if that pulls into it, can that mess things up a little bit? We don't know. We're going to look and see what happens.
We got the 6 of Plant. He's coming up on this little 3-car battle for second. Oh no, he's gonna make it that 3-car battle.
Jump on board with Life's a Plant right now. Great to see everybody out there showing their support for Ryan Newman from the underdog team. Can he get up there? Can he get past these guys? Jay was looking real good, led some laps, gets loose right there, and Woodruff has been looking strong all night too. So if he wants to try to get in there, he's got 2 very difficult people to pass.
Trying to flop through here.
Yeah, I'm just going to look back here, see what's going on, see if we got any action. Guys started to spread out just a little bit back on what we're playing. Let's see how Woodruff is, see if he's going to try to roll in Jake a little bit, or if he's just going to save his car and hope that he can get in, because he's still got people behind him that want to work too. Makes up a little bit on the 1 and 2 right there, but can't, or 3, 4, excuse me, in the middle, but he can't get around, so he can make it back up here on 1 and 2. Good drive going in. Both of them running just a little bit higher line. Woodruff runs just a wee bit of contact with the wall
Jake
from our
got
leader.
the wall.
Yep.
Woodruff looked like he's gaining little by little on Jake. He might have something for him here, but I don't know if I'd want to push it that much.
Oh,
you know, you're sitting very safe in second right now with quite the lead over third.
Yeah, we got K-Taddy out there. He said it's 28 to go, so we're going to start trying to click the laps off here real quick. Woodruff starts to roll him in, but Jake's got that exit speed.
Oh,
Gets
the
loose,
6 turn 2. And it's going to stay green. They went into turn 3, and I don't know if he bumped the curve down there or what. Came back up, but the 6 and the 2 caught each other, and the 2 went right around. It's going to take him out of this.
Yeah, 2 being Jay, he was up there, strategized his way to the front, and definitely he led some laps. It's an unfortunate break for him. Jake up here is still looking good, though.
These 2 are just gone. They have at least a straightaway on third.
Let's see if Woodruff can't pull him in. I mean, like I said, he pulls him in on quarter entry, but Jake gets him on corner exit. I don't know if that's chewing his tires up a little bit more, or if Jake's trying to say, but these two are looking pretty comfortable unless something drastic happens.
Definitely, I'm not even thinking about going up there and trying to race with Jake. I'm happy with where I'd be if I was Woodruff. He's right now he's looking at the next race.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now, but again, they still got they're under 20 laps to go. I'd have to assume we're coming to that mark, so now you can knock it off real quick. But we still
We
could
do
see a
have lap
caution.
traffic coming up.
Yeah, lap traffic ain't cautions.
Jake is about to catch up to that 48 car of Czech. And there's one more up there. Of the 43 of Night King.
He showed a lot of good speed earlier.
Czech, he pulled right over for him. That shows some respect right there.
Yeah, Night King was looking real good earlier with that damage on the front of his vehicle. Shows something came up, but Jake's starting to pull away from Woodruff too a little bit right there. Oh,
yeah, the 43 of Night King, I don't think he got loose off 3 earlier, or off 4 earlier, and he smoked the inside wall, so he's dealing with some damage right now.
Yeah, again, not an aero-sensitive track like we were talking about, but it can affect your damage. Some people say damage helps in turns, and a lot of people say, well, it definitely dinked my car up just a little bit, but Woodruff back here...
Looking at his front end, I have to believe he's running a little bit hot.
And again, I think Woodruff, as he hits that curve, which we were talking about, don't want to do that. It'll upset your car. Yeah. I think he's content where he's at, just making his way in second place, as Night King did get past Checkmate Taylor going down pit road, on board with one of the other Shen guys in that 47, El Blanco, like I said, good guy, having a little bit of a rough night, it looks like, by his front bumper too. Qualifying in the back at a track like this is pretty difficult, as we got both of the Rouse Fenway cars going down there, Liza Plant and Go Up the Flow, starting to duke it out with each other a little bit, but 19 to go, the underdog captain says, and it's looking really good for Arch and Woodruff. Smitty.
Definitely. Trying to figure out who was behind Woodruff.
I think it was Deadpool. I believe it was Deadpool or Trinity.
The white car, unless it's...
The white car was Doucette in the 2. Again, trying to learn everybody here.
Yeah. I don't know who it is. They are sitting pretty nice. I think Woodruff just kind of realized, like, we're sitting pretty good right now. I think he's just laying back, just trying to finish this race.
It looks like Checkmate Taylor pulled that 48
Jake, he got extremely loose off 2 there. He almost hit the inside wall.
Thinking that he didn't pit, obviously, due to that custom setup starting to come into effect, as tires starting to wear out. I mean, that's pretty good if they did not pit to go, 65 laps on a set of tires here when you can go 70 on fuel, thanks to Coke's information on that earlier. So, I know some of those guys did pit, and some of those guys probably didn't. Well, I think Jake might have, if you remember, because he started in the second row or third row after that one caution, Smitty.
Definitely, if you don't have your car set up for a long run, this is about the time that it's going to start kicking out on exits, and once it starts doing that, all you can really do is just pedal it on the exit, and hopefully it doesn't break loose,
you're right.
Kind of looks like that's what's going on with Jake right now.
And he's a talented, well-enough driver, obviously, winning some championships last year. Team NOCO looking really good in the Xfinity, got the promotion, got the phone call, moving on up, and he's looking real well tonight.
Definitely. I've ran with Jake quite a bit with last season. He got quite a bit of hot seats, and he's good. He is fast. He's definitely an up-and-coming star, and I think he's going to show it this season. I mean, he's already leading the points. What's that?
I think you switched your number. Aren't you in the 9 now?
Yeah, I switched from the 24 to the 9.
I was looking forward to seeing you run that beautiful, City Chevrolet as I love seeing you in. And oh no, there you gotta go, messing with Putin's mind as I was watching with Board coming on behind that two car right now. Let it get in lap traffic, get into the wall a little bit. He's got to be just extra calm and extra patient. He is his own worst enemy right now. Woodruff, I think, is in the same boat. As we follow him go around, let's go see where he's at real quick. But I think these
We
guys are really,
might
really
have
comfortable.
something developing here. I don't know how many laps are left. We got to be getting down to the nitty gritty. But El Blanco is catching that 14 car.
Did he save
He went
enough to
he
trying to
went
work his
from
way up?
being about a straightaway behind to only being about half a straight behind.
We got Super Bills out there paying attention. He says the tires are going away, and the one and only Mr. Edo. He says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Edo? Hope you're feeling all right. No, you're getting ready. Glad to have you out there." But 7 to go. Does he have enough time to track him down in that 14? Does El Blanco have enough time to track down that 14? His biggest thing is he wants that Woodruff to make a mistake. And again, racing with
He
Ed Woodruff is a very talented driver in his own right. You know, it's hard for him to make a mistake.
he's kind of running up high. I think he's having some tire handling issues. Looks like he's getting pretty tight. Then again, he might have just saw in his mirror, I got to get going.
Yeah, maybe he was smart and wised up, saved some of his stuff, clacking it down, trying to figure out where it is. I think we were coming to 6 to go. Um, yeah,
Definitely that 47 gets to him. At a track like this,
that
and with
bumper's
the
coming
top
out.
two only moving on, definitely.
That bumper's coming out. I'm not gonna turn left and turn right into you and put you in the wall, but we've seen it numerous times, and we saw Night King do it a little bit earlier. That bumper's coming out. If Jake's coming to the checkered flag right now or start finish line, that's 5 to go. If I'm trying to count down from the update we just got, coming to 3 to go. Excuse me. So we missed 2 laps. Can Blocko get up there? Like you said, something development. That's a hard track to get out there. Plus, he's got a lap car in front of him. I don't think he'll be able to do it now.
Well, I don't know. Woodruff. He's trying to pass these lap cars, and a lot of the times coming out of the corner, and you're on the inside, you break loose, and he's gonna make it happen. I think you're right. He ain't gonna get there.
I do believe right now that our 2 dash contenders moving on will be Woodruff and Mr. Drake, but it's not
Oh,
over till that checkered flag flies.
two got a little bit loose out of that last corner. He kind of came up in the 47's way. Now the 47's got to deal with these two lap cars, and
White flags out in the air. Thank you, Teddy. White flags in the air. It's looking pretty solid.
ooh, 21 hits the wall, comes down, gets 47, and I
I
believe
believe
that's
that
the
was it.
race
Yep, I believe that was it. Woodruff
with
and Drake moving
Jake
on.
and Woodruff moving on.
Congratulations to them. We saw some battles all through the race. We saw a little bit of contact being made, but again, we talked about that in that pre-race. It's Martinsville, like you said. If I was that 47 L block and got to that Ford Mustang with that 14 car, like I said, I hit that front bumper button and be like, front bumper engage.
Well, I guess we won't be having Woodruff join us in the booth.
Congratulations to Woodruff. Yeah, he said he was going to be more than happy to come up there if he did dash his way in, which he obviously did. But that's congratulations to those guys. We're going to peel off here real quick. We're going to get ready to set up for the big points paint event. We are doing it full point style, custom cup style. We just finished the Dutch here at season 4 Giggity week 2 at Martinsville. For Mr. Put and RJ Smitty, we look forward to seeing you here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Be safe. You know what to say there, RJ. Bye.
Bye.